Painting Impressions, and I provide interior and exterior painting and deck staining services to all residential and commercial clients. At Harvest Painting Impressions, I embody the perspective that every home or property has a look and quality of its own. And my primary goal with you as a valued customer is to accentuate the look of your home by adding life to it through the art of applying color. With Painting Impressions as a customer, you will have the option to acquire a variety of service options, promotions, senior discounts, material and labor warranties included with any project. In addition to that, I value the opportunity to provide you with a free and comprehensive service plan that is simple and specifically designed to promote quality performance and, most importantly, your satisfaction. For your free estimate, you can contact me at area code 815-590-6489.
Greetings. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Dreamy. How are y'all doing? Hey, Miss Tawana. Miss Tawana and Miss Tawana. It's two Tawanas. Brookins and Burton. What's up, Monte? How are y'all doing? Hey, Reborns. Hey, Miss Veronica. I have been having. Hey, Mr. Sean, no problem. I have been having a sinus headache for 2 days. It is so bad. It's a little better right now, but baby, y'all, me and Toddy was just talking, looking for a new apartment, all type of things going on. Cause period was something about February 15th, Mexican. That was the day I found out I was pregnant last year. Oh, okay. I love that. Gratitude for the validation. Um, Me and Toddy was talking, and they have taken away the food stamps. Like they have not brought them back, y'all. Is that true? Gratitude, Donkey. They back. Hey, think about. Hope you're doing better. I was in the kitchen. Wait a minute. I was in the kitchen warming up my food, and Little Miss was in there with me, and I was singing. She gonna say, "Sing, girl." What? I said, "What in the like this child?" I said, "Callie's never stopped." Really? You got yours today, girl? What were you buying? What we buying to eat? She did. She gonna say, "Sing." Cardi said that's what she be saying to her. All right, I'm gonna take this last bite and put it up after I get done. When she come, honey, she steals the show. You hear me? Mm, mm. Yep, we was doing readings on TikTok, me and Toddy. Sorry if I'm smacking. I'm trying not to. They missed it. Let me tell y'all. Oh, Toddy put them up. So we have finished our readings. It was 4 until good night. Love you. Night night. Now she'll even give you the nickname. Like she'd be like, hey pig pig, hey stinker. I do not know. Hold on. Oh, that's some good cold water. So she gives me 3 cards. She come over and she says, this for you. She go back and get another card. She come back, she say, this for you. I said, okay. She go and get one more card. This for you. I said, well, maybe she just giving the cards to me, But girl, y'all, um, come to fans out. Dottie had put the cards up, so she brought me the box. Like, here, open these, but I did not open it for her. And so, the cards had said something about when the time is right, don't try so hard. And then the other one was talking about love, like love will be coming or whatever. I was like, it was really crazy. Gratitude, Ty. But it was crazy. I'm like, damn. But I took the reading. Okay, I took the reading. She's reading at 1. Well, 2, because she'll be 2 in January 4th. I said, I'll take that shit, honey. If that's what you say to love you, honey, that's what it is. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know what these folks, sorry, in the America's got going on. I really don't. Ty, you know what? Before I get into it, I have been so horrified that I had zoned out while I was still on the live. I literally, for those of y'all who was not on the live the other day, I'm on the motherfucking live. Let me turn around. Shit. I'm on the live the other day, y'all. And I was getting ready to click off, but it had caught my attention that child finally took this waist trainer off, honey. That, when people be coming in that I don't readily know, you know what I'm saying? And I then said, all right, y'all, I'm out. But I never clicked off, and I'm eating popcorn, bitch. And I'm over here fucking the popcorn up, looking at the chat because it had took my attention trying to see until I'm reading, and then Ty say, you still on here. I read it like, oh yeah, okay. Cause I had not entered, but I had zoned the fuck out. I said, I'm glad I didn't fart. What if I had to fart? Or what if I thought I had clicked off and was like, ooh, child, I got a shit so bad. Like, I was eating that shit, Brie, like it was a good ass movie. You hear me? I said, child, what if I would have been like lifted up the cheek, like brr, 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 woo, and then seen that you still on here. Y'all probably wouldn't have seen me all year. I wouldn't have came back all year. You say it would have been okay. Spirit said. Oh, gee. Hey, Tashika Jackson, greetings. I forget my grandbaby in there trying to go to sleep. Let me be quiet soon. Hey, Deviana, greetings. Child, I had took this bra off, but it was still just sitting up under my titties. I had not pulled it out. Child, I'm so glad she said you still on. You hear me? But that was crazy as fuck. And I keep thinking about it. And I have been thinking about that shit since it happened. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Uncle G? Peace to the chat. Hey, Tammy, Dior. We were watching you watch. I was, girl. I'm like, who the fuck? Okay, because somebody had been playing on my phone earlier that day. And I can't say playing on my phone, but I'm saying playing on my phone because my WhatsApp is still attached to my old phone number, the 0061. So people sometimes be calling me on that number on the WhatsApp. And so it was a group chat of people and they just kept calling my phone. And I'm like, first of all, who the fuck put me in this group chat? Why? But when I look at it, it looked like it was all men and maybe one woman. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I do not know, child. I said, what y'all doing? I'm woke as fuck until tomorrow. Bye, bitch. This goddamn fool. Ty is a fool. You hear me? I'm doing her reading last night. This goddamn fool said some shit. I'm like, no, bitch, that is not what I'm saying to you. I was laughing so fucking hard. I said, something is wrong with this fool. You like my nail, girl? I do not like him. I went to the little Asian boy. It was a new person. I was in Atlanta getting my damn hair done. And so we did the barter and trade, right? And so I'm like, well, to kill time as I'm waiting, let me go and find somebody to do my nails. Now, if I would have known the black chick that I go to in Cincinnati was in Atlanta, I probably would have tried to find her, but I don't know if she was there that day. So he is new doing nails, and you said we outside. He was doing these motherfuckers slow as fuck, and I was getting pissed. So he didn't know, he didn't really speak English. So he's doing them slow, but he's trying to be very meticulous, and that was cool. But I'm trying to explain to him like I just really just want like 5 jewels on each finger. Just you can just spread them out. And so he did not understand. So then the guy who worked up at the front came and was telling him, hey, and he told him, "Is that racist? Why? Why is that racist?" Explain to me. It's not. I was giving an example of what he said, and I just don't know all of the fucking words. So he started this one, right? And I was like, what is he fucking doing? So the lady came and was like, sat down and made him move and made him watch. So then she started doing this. And she was like, now which one? And I said, just rotate the fingers. Just do them both and rotate them. Because what we going to do now? Y'all done did 2 different shits. And he gave 2 coats, but it need more coats on it. And I just wasn't liking it. So they rotated the fingers. And I don't like them at all. I really want to go to the black girls. And I'm not being racist. I just think sometimes my black girls, they have a different way of doing the nails where they don't look as thick. Like this looks thick to me. I don't like it. It looks thick. It looks thick around here. Look how they sit up off and these are my nails. So why is this sitting up off my nail bed like that? I just don't like them. So and the black girls, they gonna make them look authentic. These look like they are on a mannequin. Mm-mm. It does look chunky. I don't like them. The last set that I just had, well, I can't say set because again they're my nails, but the last before these, I had went to a black chick in Cincinnati. She had got them together, the green, she had got them all the way together. Child, this look like I don't know. Yeah, gratitude, y'all. You don't like them? I don't like them either. Have I been keeping up with the Kanika Jenkins lately? No, I haven't. Um, A lot of times if I do a reading on somebody, I kind of put it to bed, but I do see that it's been coming back up. And somebody said something about her mom was going through something mentally naked. Like, I still do not feel like her mother had anything to do with this. And I said it and I stand by it, that I do not believe that her mother has anything to do with it at all. Why? Because that is what Kanika said to me, and that's what it is for me. She used to be in the chat here. Who? Who used to be in the chat? I think they ruined her mind. They did. The coldest night in Chicago, she was walking outside nude. Yeah, they to keep her quiet. You say, that's my favorite color on you. Is you trying to get some pussy? I'm trying to figure this out, Anubis, because I don't know who you is, but I'm open to hear about it. Ouch! Ow! Ouch! Oh, what is it? Oh, it stuck me. Oh, what is it? Oh my god! What is that in there? What in the fuck? That came through the damn bag. I'm gonna have to get that out of there. Why is it there? Damn, that stuck the shit out of me. What? Why y'all laughing? I better not be bleeding. Stuck my booty cheek. I don't even know why that's in that bag. You a punk? Okay, because don't be complimenting me like that. Oh, that stuck my booty cheek. I'm glad it's mine. It ain't deflated. Let me check and see. You say not a punk. He's a punk. I have to put my hand in there. It did tear my skin a little bit, but I ain't bleeding. The little thing squished my baby finger, and we had to beat it up. The little thing to hold the phone, she had picked it up and was playing with it, and it squished her finger. It ain't. I don't mind pulling my pants down to see, but girl, let me show y'all what it is, bitch. I don't even know how the fuck this got in this bag. See, oh, because this might be in this. This might be in my makeup bag. But why would it be in my makeup bag, Petita? God, dog, that hurt like a motherfucker. And it bent up and shit. That shit. Oh, we like it all over here. Like it is. My booty cheek is burning. Look at this. Look. Why is it in my makeup bag? It had poked through the makeup bag, poked through the bag, and was sticking out. And it didn't snagged my booty cheek, and it didn't snag my pants. Oh, el stupido. God dog. And it bent. I had to unbend it. Little dummy. Damn, that one is bent too. Why is it in the makeup bag though? Is what I'm trying to say. I probably had packed it thinking that I was gonna use it, girl. My side of my booty cheek is burning. Mm-mm. That be that efficient ass packing that I be doing. Child, let me tell y'all what. I gotta sign a new lease. Okay, so let me tell y'all this shit that me and my team be doing, child. So, you know, I have been packing because really I'm trying to move. I want to move. I just don't know where the fuck I'm gonna move to. And so, you know, I had all of my shit packed up in my living room until I moved it to my back bathroom. And so one person like affiliated with my team was like, excuse me, you should you should tell everybody that you're gonna move to Japan and see what they say. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. So I came on and I had said it. Now a couple people had ran with it, and said, was it in there from when your car? No, I had brought it because you know my wig I had crocheted it. I crocheted the locks into the wig. And so I brought it with me from my house. So I'll have it just in case I need to like tighten up the locks on the wig or something. And I didn't put it in his makeup bag. I didn't even realize it was in the makeup bag, child. That shit just stuck the fuck, like, I mean, wowzers on my side of my booty cheek. You say you thought about it the other day, like, didn't Governor say she was a girl? Please, no. Yes, I did. So I came on to say I was gonna move to Japan and see who was gonna run with it and see if the witch bitches be trying to stop it. Then it was never happening anyway. So uh so we had said that and we just said it once and allowed it to see. I feel like my eyes are puffy because my sinuses, my eyes hurt so bad. Just to see who was gonna run with it, what they was gonna say, if they was gonna try to get in they kitchen witch bag and stop it. I was never moving to Japan. That was a nice thought though. But we was just gonna see who was gonna try to run with it. We like doing stuff like that. But I'm trying to move. But bitch, they didn't send me a message telling me something. Yo, Lisa, yo, I done been there 4 years. I thought I had only been there 3. It's just been 4 years. Now, time is going by so fast because I didn't found the video. And I'm like, damn, we just did this. And they said, I'm still rubbing it. Just let me rub it. And they said 2022. And I'm like, well, shit, of course, I moved in. I moved in my apartment December 10th. But it was definitely, I lived there in 2022. So I had to be at the end of 2021, which I didn't think it was because I'm like, can't be. I don't know what the fuck kind of time is happening unless I moved in December 10th, 2022, going into 2023. But that's plausible. That probably is it. But it just seemed like I thought I was there in 2022, still. So I was been 2023, 2024, and 20. That don't seem right to me, right? Because time is crazy. Mm-hmm. So they talking about some my lease is up, and I knew it was coming up, but I was not getting ready to renew that motherfucker. Why? Because they told me if I renew again, they want me to sign a 15-month lease. I don't want to sign no 15-month lease. Y'all keep raising the rent. Y'all telling me that it'll lower the rent if I do a 15-month lease. I don't want to do that. So they sent me a message today saying if I don't renew my lease, I'm going to be on month to month, which I knew. But they said if I do month to month, bitch, listen. Do y'all know how much the motherfucker said they going to charge me month to month? When I told Hosina said, what was that? Period. Them motherfucker said 25.16. I'm already trying to figure out why the fuck am I paying 22 when my rent is then went up when I first moved there, it was 18 something, almost 1900, plus utilities and shit. Brought it up to like 21 something. So now the price is 21.89, and then with all of the utilities, because they've changed something and it's a new management, and now they're going with some kind of conserve something. Them motherfuckers, they charge me over 2,200 a month. Over 2,200. It goes from 21.89 to 22 something a month, and it's like, who the fuck? How the fuck are you jumping this up like this? And so when I went in the office a year ago, I'm telling you, I can get a house here in Nashville and be living in the lap of luxury, okay? For what the fuck I pay. But I'm getting ready to move. After I move, I tell y'all where I live at, where I'm moving from. I'm sure some people already know because people be nosy, but it is, I don't know, 25.16 month to month. Bitch, I'm getting ready to find a way to go get my shit because most of it is packed up anyways. I just don't know who the fuck about to move this bed. Excuse me. I don't know who gonna move this bed and break this bed down and move these two little couches out of there. Like everything else is boxes and shit and suitcases. But who in the fuck you get out of there? I'm trying to get out of there because 25.16 for a month to month is fucking diabolical to me. Who got that? I ain't got that. Bitch, I be on the wing and a prayer trying to pay 22 the fuck, whatever the fuck. I said, child, they have made this up. 22, what is it? I be paying 22. It's over 2,200. That's all the fuck I know. Too goddamn much is what it is. You say already 25.16, that's futuristic. Listen, it's gonna be in somebody else's future because I'm not paying that shit. 25.16 to live in this 2-bedroom small unit that's at the top. They tricked me when I first moved there. They told me it was an elevator, and when I moved in, they went to show me an apartment, and then they was like, oh no, you're going to be in this building over here. And they took me to the other building and took me up the damn steps, and I'm like, well, where's the elevator? And they was like, oh no, that's in the other building. It's like you got to have 4 floors or something to have an elevator. And I'm like, bitch, look, you lied and tricked me. And you told me I had a garage. And that was a lie too. You say, what's up, Zanika? You say not sell ass. Wait, who said sell some ass for 2 houses at that? Okay. I deserve a house and you deserve to get it for me. And I will gladly and gratefully take it. Listen, I believe Mr. Maurice Lewis, that somewhere in your beautiful Shondala, that you can get me this house that you believe I deserve, because I believe that you are correct. And I believe that I deserve this house too. Now, I'm not asking you to make the month-to-month payments because I do it. I'm just saying you should get it for me. I don't want you to have a key to it. Okay, I don't want that. I just want you to get it for me. and put the initial payment down on it, and then I will pay a mortgage month to month. I will do that. I believe you are correct when you say I deserve it because I work very hard. I barely slept for the last 3 days working on this project. And I worked on a little bit today, but I've kind of, took a break because I had to do some stuff today and driving and doing my readings and stuff. And so I took a break today, but it's also part of the reason why I've fucking been having a headache for 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. But it feels very much sinusy as well. So you have to work and sell when you get off that job though. Listen, I'm not selling nothing strange for a little bit of change. I don't know. I can't even give it away. I can't even get a date. Hey, sexy. What is doing?
Nothing about to use some water. I just got the shower. After I get my infusion and I get out the shower, it made me be lightheaded.
You feel lightheaded?
Yep.
Well, sit down for a second.
Moments.
Yeah, sit down.
I mean, a few first times to get in the shower.
Come on with the boy shorts on.
It's better than the other two, but
Yeah.
I get jittery.
You're a little shaky. Did you tell them about it?
I didn't.
You had to
I
tell
told
them
them
so they know what's happening in the response to the
Okay.
infusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just let them
I've
know.
been forgetting. By the time I go to my infusion, I'm like, do you have any symptoms? I mean, side effects?
Well, you can't call them though and ask them, are these normal side
No, I
effects?
can, but I don't, because I'm not even. It didn't register. That's probably what was going on.
Mm.
So I don't even.
Girl, you got good skin on your face.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Out of breath like I did.
You out of breath, like you didn't walk the country mile.
Yeah.
I be like that too.
Sweating.
Don't let me have to go pee and get up because the bitch gonna be out of breath. Like, Toddy, let me tell you, I just got up to close the door and I sat back down, and something had snagged my skin and my pants, and I was hooked in there and I could not get off of
What
it.
was it?
The damn crochet needle. It was sticking through the bag.
Oh,
Look in there, stick my baby.
okay. I was about to say, because let me tell you something. If that would have stuck you, I wasn't gonna be no good.
It had snagged in my skin. I had to put my hand in my pants to see if I was bleeding.
I don't know
ripped my
why
skin.
it does that. I told you to the other day. I said for some reason like my body can't understand what's
I
happening.
almost threw the baby one day. Hold on, let me let you see if it's ripped me. Ripped me like a pregnancy.
When that pin stuck my baby in her foot, I could not pull it out. I just could not do it. Oh, it did poke you.
It did.
Yeah, it was a wart.
Oh,
Worked up.
it sure is.
Yeah.
It
Oh my
snagged. I
God.
couldn't hardly get it
If they
out
would
of
have
me.
penetrated through your skin, like really to stuck you. Oh.
Let me look again, because I sat down just like this, and and I did, and it did it.
Did you tell that time when I don't know if sloppy stitch on there, but let me tell you, them charms that's in my baby crack.
No.
And I had a feeling it was gonna do that one day. I did.
The jewel came off of the baby shoes from Sloppy Stitch.
They just was dropping.
And it got like embedded in her foot.
Yep, because it's like we call those a pin, like a little tack pin.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was in there. It was all the way in there.
She was no good.
She did handle it like a G a little bit, but I didn't.
Yeah, she was no good.
I couldn't until you put it out.
I had got a staple in my foot one day.
Ooh.
Toddy Perry was like, we was like 13 or something, 14, something like that. No, you was in high school because Top was there, right?
Yep. I must have had to only still be in like 15. Or was I 16? I was one
This
of
was
them.
on Lantana.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah. So
I had to
But-
be 16 then.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I had nobody to get it out my foot, child. Toddy had to pull a staple out my foot. Not to mention when I had my surgery on my ass, Toddy had to be the one that was cleaning
I
it.
couldn't do it.
The nurse cleaned it
Stephanie had to
first.
do it. Remember?
Oh, to pull it out my
That's why I
foot.
kept saying, like, I don't know why I can't do it.
Listen,
I
it was
cannot.
a tragedy. But she cleaned my wound
Now, see, that was I had that down.
proficiently to the doctors was like, your daughter should go to be a nurse. How good she healed this. Like she
Love
did.
that.
Yes. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
took pride in that.
indeed. Indeed. Yeah, but she said it got me good on my sword.
That's why I know I ain't gonna be able to stab nobody.
I could not stab
I just
nobody. I'm gonna just shoot you from
I just
afar.
got to.
And then I might ask if you okay because that's gonna be traumatizing for me
Yeah.
if I have to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
I will. I will shoot the fuck out of somebody
Mm-mm.
if I have to.
Mm-mm.
But stabbing you is different. I just can't stab nobody. I would cry the whole time and try to like heal you and sew it up. I would be running like a crazy person trying to heal it.
You done made me do this.
Oh, I would be no good. I'd be in a corner when they came.
Facts.
Yeah, you want some water, baby?
Yeah.
I would be no good, y'all. Like, for real. I'd hate to hurt anybody, but I like up close and personal. No, I don't. Agreed. And I always felt like, listen, I just cannot. I really can't. That just would make me feel some type of way. Like if I had to shoot somebody, I would be like, you think they did? You think they okay? You think they okay? You think? Let's go back.
This would be me. For real.
I don't know. You got to be a special kind of fucking criminal, bro.
That's
to just
why
be
I
like,
just be like really thinking that like you got to be
no
clicked out.
soul or something, bro, to
clicked out.
to do that. You know.
Do
Listen,
not understand.
some of y'all have been with me for a very long time, and y'all was on that live when I accidentally ran over the bunny rabbit. Y'all already know I'm not lying because of what happened the day of the bunny rabbit.
Mhm.
I was driving, minding my business, singing along, singing my song, and I seen it. Oh God. It ran from the grass, and I could tell when it got in front of my car. It happened so fast. I don't know. I could tell it was fearful. It was scared, and it was hopping real fast. And I was screaming to the top of my lungs. Now I tried to miss it, and I felt the lump. That's how I was crying so fucking hard. I was screaming. My heart was broken. I was screaming. God damn it. Oh my God.
Ugh.
It was such a tragedy.
Little bunny.
You totally remember the bunny rabbit. I was devastated. So if that is just a bunny rabbit, me kill somebody, girl, no. Leave me alone. I'm gonna have to go to the soul and spirit on you, man.
Okay.
Put you in something and let them handle that. Because let me count my pillows.
Use my pillows.
Oh,
2 miles too easy.
okay.
But you want one?
No, I'm good. I got 2 and some blankets.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to be anyway.
Y'all remember? I must be a lunatic thing. You gotta be. Because the fuck, you gotta be, Monte. Because I just cannot just stab nobody or just shoot nobody or just try to just poison somebody and watch them just like, here, drink that. Mm-hmm. Is it good? Mm. You okay? You yes. You okay? Lay down. Help. Help. No. Lay down. You're fine. You're okay. Hey, put your signature on this. Here, sign this. No. 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 Now that's crazy. Well, all of it's crazy, Monte. That's crazy. Yeah, they so smart, Dior. He was so scared. I know he was. I was just devastated. That is psychopathic. Like what? And Tiffany. Listen, what's your sign if you don't mind me asking? I am a Scorpio, and I think that's rising, or sun. I do not know. I'm a Scorpio. So you need to be donkey. Like, listen, seriously. Hey, Miss Kimberly Bridges, how are you? Sometimes the programs will drive you. Listen, okay. It if I am forced, if my hand is forced, like if you are trying to like harm me or harm my children, of course, like you're probably gonna be dead as shit. Cause I'm probably gonna kill the shit out of you. But I don't want to. That's gonna make me feel terrible in my life. I'm probably gonna try to channel your energy and see if you're okay. I'm probably gonna try to save you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to. I want you to escape the matrix like everybody else when everybody else is supposed to. I would be okay if we all just ended, the game and left the matrix at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see anyone perish. That unless they're wicked, and when I say wicked, I do mean wicked. Like you're harming children, and you know what I'm saying. You doing things that are just completely the fuck insane and like why, that kind of shit. If you make me, I cry too much. I have too much yeah. But if you push me, you trying to, harm me or my children, you're dead as shit. I'm going to kill you. You come to my house inappropriately, you're a goner. I wonder if I could tell this story. It's not a long story. It's just like, but it does not belong to me. It belongs to one of my clients from years and years ago. But we're still very much Facebook friends. And I recently just loved her picture. She didn't cut her hair. She looks absolutely beautiful. So I really hope I'm not overstepping, but this is what happened. She had been my client for a while. I had read for her for a few times. And I had told her that something significant was happening in September. It's going to be a big month, and I could not understand why. I didn't know what it was, but I told her, keep in mind the month of September. Now, I will not give out any names connected to this, but she had a long time friend. I think they had been like friends and on and off, like, dealing with each other for like 20 years or so. And like they were just really good friends, like best friends type shit. But they had a past relationship too. But she had moved on. And I think he had moved on too. But roll around September, and this probably was like 6 months. That's how long it took for like the manifestation of the 6 month of the September was like 6 months. So September rolls around and all of what happened. So she booked another session with me. As we get into the session, stuff started to come out, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? And she is crying and she explains to me about September. And I didn't remember that I had even told her September was going to be significant, and pay attention and remember that I'm saying that to her. Um, so she's with her new man and her children, and they're all sleeping. It's like, I think it's like 2 in the morning or so. And the best friend, which is the guy, the ex, was intoxicated and came to her house and broke in her house while they were sleeping, super drunk. And they got out of the bed, scared them. Her and the new man and the children came in, and the new man and the best friend got into an altercation. The best friend had a knife, and the new man stabbed him to death. It was horrible. Said she was screaming. I could hear her screaming. That's what was coming out. And I'm like, that's why I seen all of the blood everywhere. I heard her screaming. It looked like a glass table was broken. And I'm like, I said, hey, called her by her name. What the fuck is going on? What is this? And she explained that's why she was crying, because I had picked it up and fucking explained details of what had happened. And she said, well, remember you told me to pay attention to September. And that's what the fuck had happened, September. And it's so crazy because she's originally my client because she wanted to talk to her brother who had passed away. I think like 2 years prior to her becoming my client. And so then this shit had happened. And like I said, I had read for her a few times. So I think at this point, she probably had been my client for like a year or 2 years or so. So, yeah, broke in her house, drunk. And as I connected with his soul's energy, that's what he kept saying. Like, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He was not intending it. And I really don't think the new boyfriend intended it either. It was just the fact that he broke in and was trying to attack him. He brought the knife. And, the fight ensued. And they was in there screaming. And the new boyfriend, like, yep, killed it. It's crazy. Bro, the shit that I encounter in my profession is wild. Some things I don't even remember. Yeah, he defended himself and he was defending the home. He knew who he was, but still he was intoxicated and aggressively angry and on attack. So it was like, it was him or him. That's crazy. It was sad. She was so sad. She was crying so hard. She was very sad because again, they, had dealt, but that was her best friend. Like, just didn't make no sense. But yeah, child, that's what happened. That is what happened. This will make you scared to do readings and become more fluent with my clear audience. It's just I encounter and see so much. And you try to be strong and you try not to cry with people, but sometimes you do cry with people, you know, especially when it's something that I had no idea about. I did not know, you know, just like my I guess you call her my aunt-in-law, Miss Connie, when she had came on my TikTok a few weeks back. Like she used to be married to my uncle, and she ended up coming to the Cincinnati event too. She showed up, but I'm like, excuse me, I know her daughter had been, off and on sick for years, but didn't think nothing of it. And she's always the first person I ask about when I see her, because me and Chanel was real cool. We was real cool when they were married, and so when I asked her, I'm like, hey, how is she doing? And she's like, she just passed. And I'm like, girl, what? That took me right off the beaten goddamn path. You hear me? It shook me up. Mm-mm. I could not believe it. They say, stuff, John, yeah, for real, she said, I want to learn how to read so bad. I'm learning with the Bible. No, so I'm grateful for that. You say the Mennonite Bible, gratitude. Yeah, we gonna get yours, okay? Cause period. Hey, Marie love, like that shit be wild, bro. Remember I told y'all how I learned my lesson about ethics. Like you never take what you know from one reading into another reading if they connect. Now you can give examples, to help somebody out and to help them to understand, but if a reading connects and you know they connect, leave it be, child. Leave it be. Yeah, it messed me up a bit, Anubis. It really the fuck did. It did. Because I had not known that. But I had told y'all before about this. I used to have a client, and I won't call her name either, but she was one of my clients from Cincinnati, and she was a regular too. She was a fucking go getter, and I've been seeing her on Facebook recently. Her business has increased. Young girl, at the time, she was in her like early 20s, like 21, 22. So now she's in her, I think she's in her early 30s, early to mid 30s or some shit. At the end, no, she could be at the end of getting ready to be 30. But business look like it's booming right now. But she was dealing with this older dude, and he had a couple tragedies, but he was a business owner, child. And I'm like, I do the readings. I'm telling her what needs to be said. And so I ended up losing another client, 2 other clients because of this situation, from taking one and from just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't. So I have another client that became my client, and I'm reading for her. I think I've read for her at that point twice. So the first time I read for her, she tell me she's like in a 20-year relationship, marriage. They have a child, but she had been seeing someone on the outside. Her husband did not know she was stepping out. And so we talked about that person because I had asked, went into the session, and that's how all of it came out. So and she wanted to know, like what's the haps with the situationship that she was dealing with. And I'm picking up on it. I'm like, I'm kind of describing the situation. I'm like, and he's, from here or whatever. And she's like, mm-hmm. And so she calls his name, and I said, this the same nigga. This is the same nigga. I don't say nothing, but I know, right? So each time I didn't did the reading, I'm knowing that that's what's happening. I don't say nothing because I'm like, this is crazy. It's fine. So I pick up another client. It was, just a random booking. And so I can remember that I am sitting doing this girl's reading, but I think at this point I may have moved to Nashville. Because where I'm sitting at doing this reading, I can remember I'm in my room up at the little desk. Bitch, we get to talking about her man. This ain't no side piece. This ain't no older nigga that's kind of giving her money that she fucking with, that she done falling for. This is her man. And I'm like, okay, so we getting into it. She's asking about because she think he doing this, and that, and I'm da. And she calls him by his name. And I said, I know you motherfucking lying. And I say, is he this, and he has this, and he owns this? And she's like, yes. I battled with myself because there's ethics when doing people's readings. And I'm like, my womanhood is kicking in though. And I'm like, I don't really know what to do. Should I, because I'm doing it like, how do I just act like I don't know? One thing about me as a reader, if I already know something, I'm never going to act like I've picked it up through spirit. I'm going to tell you that I already know this, but let me see if I pick up on anything else that would connect to this, right? And so because now I've already picked up all of the shit, but going forward in the session, I need to, you know what I'm saying? I would have to say what I already know. And I'm battling with myself and I say, okay, well, let me just tell you. I have 2 other clients that deal with this man. If this is your man, your husband, I have 2 other clients that deal with him. And she's like, what? And I explain the situations and all that shit went awry, baby. She acted like she was not going to say anything, that she was going to hold this tongue. She was going to, baby. She went and cut the fuck up and told him everything. And he went and told the chick that was with, not the first one, the second one that was stepping out on her husband. And she called me and asked me about it. And I told her, like, you're not my only client to deal with this nigga. She thought it was just him and her because she was considering leaving the marriage for him. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I learned my lesson to shut the fuck up. I will not carry any, and that's just ethics anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that's just one situation that I had. I've never had nothing else like that before or since then. But that was tough because, my first client, she was young. And then this lady, she's fairly older, but she's in a marriage and they got a young child and she's thinking about leaving and want to be with this person. And I'm like, then for his woman to call, I almost thought I was being punked. You know what I'm saying? But spirit got a way of teaching you a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that motherfucking lesson, baby. And I don't give a fuck what and what's going on. That's why lawyers have ethics. That's why doctors got ethics. And as a reader, you should have ethics. You never carry any information. And you have to also use your discernment. Because remember, I told y'all that one reader that was on Black Magic that told that lady her husband was out cheating and she was pregnant and driving around the city of Cincinnati with a gun and called me because she was looking for a husband with a gun pregnant. You got to be careful with that too. And as a reader, you use your discernment. And I will ask you, do you want to know everything? You know what I mean? And or people would just, hey, tell me everything. Don't leave nothing out. And I still may leave some things out because I have to use my discernment. that is this going to cause harm to somebody else? And that's what people did not get about Mo 3. Because I thought he was going to be protected in a very specific way. Although me and Carlos had the conversation, he kept saying, no, they're going to kill him. And I'm like, I know they're going to try to, I know. But his grandma says she's protecting him. So I got to believe that. And I did. I saw it and knew it. And I was like, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm off? And he go and kill somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can set shit into motion, and you want to know the whole truth. That's because you is crazy too, girl. But child, you just don't know. Just playing a serious business. That vagina. I believe that, Mr. Lewis. I do believe that. Yeah, big facts. That carbon 12, big facts. But you do have to have discipline. That's like the little dude on TikTok. I was watching earlier. He's it was like he just comedic, but he was like, you give me some good pussy, I'm a he said, you don't just give me no good pussy and be able to walk away. He said, I'm delusional. He said, afterwards, I'm planning our wedding. I done picked out baby names. I'm trying to see what outfit I'm gonna wear to the hospital when you deliver. That nigga said, you give me good pussy, I become delusional. Right after, soon as we leave, I'm like texting you, like, cause for real. And say, don't do you like that, girl. Yeah, everybody don't handle that, And I've had to tell people that. I've had to get real, like, hey, Miss Danielle White, I've had to get real with some women, like, and I've not had to say it to men, but I've had to say it to women, like, girl, ma'am, that thing is thinging. You cannot exercise this thing like that to everybody because some people cannot handle it. You have to give them, you be delulu sometimes, period. You have to give them just the basic package, baby. Everybody can't handle a platinum and gold package. Sometimes you just got to leave them with the basic package and just, because some niggas can't handle if you just lay there with no motion and you ain't squeezing nothing. You just laying, it's just good, just tucked away, just good. Some people can't handle that. So if you are one of them women that you take sex as a challenge and you trying to fuck me good, watch this. Let me show you what I'm about to do to you. No. Everybody cannot handle that. Now you squeezing on it. Look what I bought from TikTok Shop. Where did it go? Bitch, I done got me something. That's probably what fell off this table. Yep. Let me show y'all. Everybody cannot handle it. And not that I need them because I don't get none. So it's already. I'm probably going to make somebody's head pop off whenever I do get some. Because look what I got. I got it from the TikTok Shop. You can't show me nothing interesting on TikTok Shop because I'm probably going to go broke fucking with TikTok. This thing is already like this. It's going to be like a virgin again. It's already, you can't even blow and whistle through it. So I know this is going to be like a virgin, Be like Madonna in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Yes. Baby. They convinced me. I be scrolling on TikTok like, hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'll keep going. And then a couple more ads gonna pop up. And I'm like, when the niggas come on and make an ad about it, I say, you know, Toddy gonna say, so you prepping and is. I've been doing Kegels today. This pussy's already tight because I don't get none. That is not an act. I don't know why nobody want to talk to me. I'm a good person. I do not know why that is. And rejection may be what they say, God's protection. I do not know. But look, when somebody does talk to me and the time is of the right, I don't know if you says a poem, because she's going to be reading poetry on these niggas. Do you understand me? Now, not only did I purchase this, don't judge me, I bought a couple more things. This is what happened. Let me just tell you why. I didn't even have the money for this stuff. But let me tell you what happened. I went to add this to my cart. And the TikTok people, the many TikTok people that be in there judging people's carts, said that I had 99 things in my cart and I could not put no more. And matter of fact, I needed to clean my cart out. Well, that's not going to happen until I get all of the money that I want to get all of the things on the TikTok shop that I want. And so I just went on ahead and got these, right? And then I had seen an ad for these too. And I was like, well, these might come in super handy. So I got these. I had them all delivered to Toddy's house because I knew I was going to be here. Okay. And so I was like, I didn't even know all of these come in here. It's a lot of them. And I was like, these can't hurt, right? These is going to be good. Like, just, these are good. So I was like, okay, tightening. This is probiotic. And then I saw these and I got me a pair and Toddy a pair. Now, don't judge me because I had said it's winter time and I want to go out because I need to go out so I can find somebody to impress with these, right? So I got these. They look like your skin under your dress, but they not your skin. They tights and they are lined like this. And they keep showing them on the TikTok shop. And so I got me a pair and I got Toddy a pair. Because they said I had to take some stuff out my cart. And so these things are needed and very important. And so, because I need these so somebody can think that these are my sexy legs, although I do have sexy legs. So I'm going to make sure I'm all probioticed up and tight and firmer because it's already tight and firm. She's going to be tighter and firmer. So I'm going to be ready whenever things permit where I don't feel really scared, where I'm not going to be scared of men and the peen. And I'm going to open myself to meeting people and open my flower to someone. And she's going to be probiotic up and firmed and tightened. I'm just getting ready for the battle. It's going to be a battle royale. So I feel like you surprised I'm not taken? I'm surprised I'm not taken too. I do not know why. I don't even get a date. People don't even try to take me on a date. I have not been on a date since I went on a date with the guy that I ran into at the gas station. We both was listening to tarot, and he turned out to be no. Mm-mm. So I don't know. Excuse me. I don't think it's because I be online talking about that I shit a lot. I don't think it's that. I'm nice. I am old. I'm old. I'm 46. I am old. But people don't even take me on a date. I can't even get a date. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a stalker. I've had those. I have those, and they don't even have penises. Some of my stalkers are women, and I don't understand that. They don't even have penises. So I do not know. I just don't know. I don't get asked out. I don't. But let me tell you something. I told Toddy today. I said you can say shit. I do. You do. I don't. I don't even get asked out. I told Toddy. I said you can tell when somebody thinks that you're attractive. You know what I'm saying? At least in person, you can tell that sometimes. I go to Smoothie King today. I said I hadn't eaten all day, but I said I'm gonna get me a smoothie. Because child, there was a lot going on today. So I didn't eat till probably about 7 o'clock tonight. It was the first time I ate anything. And this was just a warm up of the pasta that I was just eating was a warm up. So you think they scared? I do not know. But I go to Smoothie King and a little white boy, he come to take my money. He says, and I'm like, oh, hey. I said, oh, he must find me attractive. Because he did it again when he came to bring me the stuff. He's like peering right in my eyes and he's like, hey, gratitude. Gratitude. Have a good one. You know? I said, well, I think he probably was all of 19. You know? What is that? Like, why? Like, that's my choice? That's my choosing? What the fuck? I do not know. Besides crazy people. Let me tell you how people act towards me. And I don't care if she's on here. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a follower. And she then came to several events. Now I don't know. I don't know if I led her on and I didn't know I was leading her on, but sometimes I just want people to feel special. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if I know that they have an attraction to me and I'm not interested. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? I should say people don't try to talk to me or, approach me that I'm interested in or attracted to. Okay. And that's rare that anybody try to approach me and talk to me anyway. But So the young lady, she had come to my my first event that she came to. I called her to vet her, right? And when I call you to vet you, I'm gonna call you on FaceTime because I need to see you. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to make sure that the ID that you send me is the ID that's getting ready to open up this this FaceTime call. So I'm gonna call you on FaceTime for your vetting. And if you don't have that, then we got to figure something out because I need to see you to vet you. And so I call her and she's in the bed and she's like, you know what time it is? And I'm like, it's time for you to get vetted. And she was like, girl, I'm in the bed. And I'm like, that's fine. I just need to see you. I need to talk to you. I need to understand. Are you an op? I'll just ask you plain out just to see what your response is. And she was like, what? An op? Like, why would you think that? And I'm like, because I'm vetting you. And that's what I'm going to ask you. No, I'm not. I was like, okay. All right. I said, okay, finish up the conversation. I hang up. She calls back. And I knew she would. Spirit said she's going to call you back. And I say, okay. So she calls back and she's now out the bed. And she's like, my feelings is hurt because you would ask me that. And I'm like, I asked everybody that. You're being vetted. Oh, well, I mean, I have a crush on you. And I'm like, I know. I could tell when I was talking to her. I said, I know. It's cool. But I just need to get you vetted, or whatnot. So she come out to the event in New Orleans. And when she comes, she's late. And I don't know because I'm already out of my body. The masthetic has already started. I just remember, coming to, when I'm in a masthetic, I'm out of my body, but I have moments of consciousness where I come back into myself and I'm looking around, I don't know what the fuck is happening, then I'm back out. Okay. I come to, and the Lama Dama is on this girl's lap. She's now being straddled and kissed on the lips. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm confused. And so now I'm back out. I'm out of myself. When I come back to, I can hear Papa in my body and I can hear me in my body. And I'm crying because I don't know what's happening. I usually cry when I come back into my body because I don't know what's happening. I feel out of sorts, right? And I can hear like Papa screaming, help. And so I'm not knowing that Papa has called Aubrey. Papa has called Lisa and Pam. Like Papa will get in my phone on the contraption and call people. If you know, Papa has called plenty of people out of my phone that I don't know he's called until days later or the next day. Okay. And so Lisa is beating on the door and I don't know what the fuck is going on. So anyway, Quintora comes into the room too because they all running down the street because they done left me and Papa in this damn room and I don't know because I don't know where I'm at. So I'm panicked. And they can't get in the room because Papa don't know how to open the door. Papa don't know how to open the door, so they panic because they can't get in there and I'm crying. But I guess my body is standing at the door with Papa. And they're walking Papa through how to open this door as they can hear me crying in the body. And so they finally get in the room. Quintora comes in. The girl keeps calling my fucking phone. Okay? He's funny, child. The girl keeps calling my phone because she wants to know if I'm partying or doing something, or even the next day, am I doing something? And Quintora's like, no, she's out of it, whatever, she's just coming into herself. We're not really doing nothing. So she had called, I think, the next day too. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't really get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know people, and people do weird shit. And they be trying to put shit in your food and your drink and all that shit, and be trying to be around you, want to stick you with shit. I don't be on that. So I'm very careful about who I be around. If I go to dinner with people, I might invite a lot of people that have been at my show or something. I might invite them out. Like, hey, let's go have a big dinner or whatever. We do shit like that. Lish came over to the Airbnb before, you know what I'm saying? For the LA Mosthetic we had Lish come out to the Airbnb, and we all kicked it, you know what I mean? But I'm very careful about that kind of stuff. So the girl keeps calling. So then we have another event in Nashville, but this is a reading. This is not a Mosthetic. This is just a reading. So she comes late again. And she has the same issue that she had in New Orleans, the parking, and she has to walk a country mile because she ain't parked where we tell her to park. Because sometimes when we have our events, we'll have you park somewhere and we'll meet your ass there, and then we're going to drive you into where the fuck we at. So this is what's happening. So they in the parking lot looking for her, and they're on the phone and whatnot. So she got an attitude by the time she come in. And like I said, this is not a Mosthetic. This is a group reading. So I'm there. I'm greeting people. I'm looking. We got the food set up and we got everything. And so she's standing there with an attitude, and I'm like, "What the fuck is your problem?" Like, And she's like, "No, I'm cool." I'm like, "Okay." So as the group reading is going on, I'm not picking up anything for her. But I know Spirit is trying to wait for later, because I'm looking at how she's looking at me, and I'm like, this ain't that. I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? So afterwards, like sometimes when the event is over, we will have some people, they want to come up to me and they want to ask questions personally, and I will do that. We'll take pictures and that kind of stuff. So she's like, I want you to come do my reading over here personally about me, because I want to ask you some stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I sit down with her and I'm doing the reading. But what comes up in the reading is that sometimes she believes that things are one way and they're not that way, or that she has convinced herself of something. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I hope that's not, Spirit ain't saying that this is that, you know what I mean? But I'm giving her the message, whatever that is. So she take it or whatever. And she comes on, like I said, she might be watching right now because she watches. And so I say, I show, on the live, I show the Thundercats jacket that I had. And a lot of people said that they wanted it. And I could have sold it, but I was like, no. And so she said she wanted it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to be, because I just want her to feel, I don't want her to feel like I'm ignoring or pushing her away, because I've had people cry on me. You know what I mean? Feeling like I was ignoring them when they felt like they were attracted to me or something. You know what I mean? I've had this happen. People come from far and wide, and sometimes they think something is something and it isn't. And I've had people cry because they thought we were going to link up in some way. Nothing I've ever did. They just, I don't know what that is. Okay. So I didn't want her to feel like I was pushing her away like that. So I send her out the jacket. Okay. And, just, hey, I'm sure you're a good person, but let me give you this jacket. I just want you to have it. So it's that kind of thing. And so she has my text now number. And so she would be texting me, like telling me how she feels about me. And I'm like, I had to tell her, like, hey, I'm not interested. I don't look at you like that. I'm not interested, And so she says she understood it. So then she sends me a birthday message. And I've been kind. I didn't say, hey, stop texting my fucking phone. I didn't block her. You know what I'm saying? I was kind because during her reading, I understood. Because at the Maesthetic, when I came back to face, she was crying because she couldn't believe she was in, whatever was happening. Okay. So I was just trying to be gentle. You know what I mean? And she's young. She's younger than me. So, and I think she's in her 20s. Maybe like 25, I think, something like that. And I'm just like, this can't be that. So she's been sending me messages, and I try to respond. Something I really don't respond, but if I do, it would be like, oh, gratitude, I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because I'm just trying not to be whatever. So she sends me a message on my birthday and wishes me a happy birthday, and I say, oh, gratitude very much. I appreciate you. It doesn't go unnoticed. I show gratitude that you sent me the message, right? And so the next day, she sends another message, or the day after. It might have been like my birthday on 24th, so it might have been like the 26th. She sends another message and says, I want to say happy birthday again. I have been going through a lot. I do want to send you a gift. I'll send it. Let me get myself together. I'll get through this. And I said, gratitude. You just saying happy birthday is enough, pretty much. You're like, you don't have to send me anything, but I definitely appreciate it. She sent me another message, bro, and said, what did I do to you? Why you keep talking to me like that? And she said some more shit. Now I'm pissed. I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm pissed. Because, girl, what? What the fuck are you talking about? I had to reread the message again. Like, what the fuck did I say? Because I'm confused as fuck. And so I call her, because now it ain't going to be no more text message, because I need to, I'm going to call you, because what the fuck is going on? So I call her. I say, hey, what is your problem? She was like, I don't have a problem. I said, but you do have a problem, because what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you talking to me like that? You asking me, what did you do to me? I'm confused. I've been nothing but kind to you. And she was like, you right. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you, and you are blowing me off. You're talking to me all dry and shit, and I'm just trying to get to know you. And I said, but I've already told you that I'm just not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not interested. It's not you. It's just not what I'm looking for. That's it. It's not you. It's just not what I'm looking for. And I'm just not interested. But I've been nothing but kind. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or nothing. Like, I don't understand why you're talking to me like that. And listen, and I'm not saying to put her out there, but I just feel some type of way when people do shit like this to me. Because how am I supposed to respond? She said, you're right. I need to just focus on me and get me together because I'm still in love with you. What? I was really confused. And again, I'm not trying to put her out there, but I just feel some type of way. Because I was so confused. Excuse me. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. because I've already told you a long time ago that I wasn't interested, and it's not you. I'm just not. But you talking to me recklessly, you talking to me crazy. Even on this phone call, she's talking to me crazy as fuck. Like we have broken up. And I'm just not trying to get back together. Like I was confused as fuck. And I was just like, I do not know. And she kept saying, "You right, you right, you right." I gotta get over this. I'm gonna just move past this. I gotta get me together. And I'm like, I did not know. I did not know. Um, mm, I'm promised this. I don't know. So I felt some type of way. Like, so I say that on that to say this is what I encounter. I encounter stuff like that. Um, I've had men try to talk to me and don't believe I am who I am until I say certain things, and then they cut me off. Or, then they go into I'm a devil, or, things like that. They don't want to date me. I had one client. She was a client. And again, I don't aim to offend anyone. I'm just telling my truth, because all this shit is my truth. This is my motherfucking life. I can talk about my life. She would send me pictures of herself, and she was tattooed from the neck down completely. And she would send me pictures of herself in her tattoos. At first, I thought she was just showing me the tattoos, until I realized, like, she's showing me her body, because she wants to show me her body, but she's just very tatted everywhere. And so she would send me pictures, and I'm like, yeah, okay, girl. Okay, mama. Cool. And so then I had an event, and she's like, I'm gonna come out, I'll work your event for you. And I'm like, okay, cool. And this is before I realized all of the stuff that people will do. Like, this is the beginning stages of me not knowing things that people do like this. And I was still dealing with the pathetic one in that kind of situationship. Shit, like, this was right before she stole my phone. Right? It's like probably a few days before she stole my phone. So, and the girl come out, and I bring her to my family house, just because this is where we were meeting up at, and she met my people and shit, because we're just friendly like that. I'm just thinking she's one of the ladies. She came out early before everybody else to work the event. And my family, we would, we'll sit, have drinks, and chill food. So I have her come over. I'm not knowing she's like, I think she thought I was like having her meet my family type shit. You know what I mean? So the next day is the event. So she works the first part of the event, right? That was the group reading. She worked that, and it was over. At this event is when I meet Jamela, my ex, her twin sister. This is when I meet Raka, and this is when I meet Amani, who became my manager. Everybody, including this person, is at my event on this particular time. And again, I met Jamela and them because Jamela and her sister said, we didn't come for a reading. They told me this. We didn't come for a reading. We came because we want to date you. We want to date you. That's why we came out to the event. We didn't come for a reading. That's what I was told. So after the event, again, people will come up to me. They want to take pictures. They want to ask me questions personally, And so as this is happening, like, because it's at my cousin's boutique, is where we hold the event at. And so she's usually like, you want to sit down? People shop. After it's done, we take pictures. People go shopping and shit because she got a nice ass boutique. So the girl come up to me and was like, asking me for a kiss. She wants to kiss me, the girl who came to work the event. And I'm like, girl, no, but also we're at my event. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still working. People are walking up to me still. And it's like a kiss, like, girl, no, And so we clean up and stuff. We go outside. We're packed up. Because the next day is the Walk 'em Down rally, right? So we have the event, and she comes to that as well. Amani and them all comes to that as well, and that's when they plan, like, hey, for Toddy's birthday, we want to bring you out to the cabins in Tennessee. We want to set it all up. We just love you, da 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 da. And so we like, oh, okay, cool. Like, this was a big event for me. Both, it was a 2-day event. It was the group reading one day. The next day was the Walk 'em Down rally. And so the girl wanted to talk to me, which is cool. I think she come to my hotel room. We sitting in the car and we talking. I never felt so fucking, I don't even know if jaded is the word. Bro, I just felt, I don't know. I never felt this, right? I had never felt this. She starts crying in the car, and I was confused as fuck. Like, why are you crying? She was like, because I want to kiss you. You act like you're not interested in me, and I didn't came all the way out here. And I'm like, you offered to work the event. You're my client, so I just thought you wanted to be a part of the event. I'm not thinking that. I mean, I thought, yes, she's interested. I won't say it that far, but yeah. But it was like, we have not even talked on that level for me to be like just kissing you. I'm not a kisser. I don't do that. I'll give you some pussy before I kiss you. You understand what I'm saying? No. No. So I was like really thrown off that she was crying. And I'm like, what in the fuck is happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, she felt like I was like rejecting her. And I was trying to explain to her, like, listen, we've not even had this conversation. Plus, I was still kind of dealing off and on with the psycho. You know what I'm saying? So I just was trying to understand where I was at. It really had, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I just was not there for that. And so she felt some type of way about that. And people do that. Like, people feel like they can just do and talk and say whatever the fuck they want to say to me, and that shit should be okay, and I should just let that just ride and die down. And like, you supposed to be spiritual. How you go? Like, if you thought that I was spiritual, why would you be talking to me like that? Why would you be coming at me like that? Why would you be, like, that's just crazy. I just don't get it. Like, I've had people not even trying to fuck me or be in a relationship respond to me that same way. The Lady Tracy and Lady Wu, all of these people became enemies to me because they have texted me or sent me messages, some that I didn't see and some that I'm just not responding to, or, I'm just, not even like paying attention because sometimes I have a lot of shit going on. And they have cussed me to the dirt and became enemies to me and made me their enemy, I should say. Like, Lady Wu has sent me pictures and text me and, hey, look at this, and hey, I love you, da 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 da, but never in a sexual way. But she wanted me to validate her. She wanted me to validate pictures and all of this stuff, and I didn't even pay attention. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I just was not. I was not purposefully. Really, I wasn't ignoring her. I just didn't see it and didn't know it. You know what I mean? When I saw it, it just went over my head. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay, cool. It was never that I was never that, and she took it personally, and she went on like all of these platforms and like really was disparaging my name. And she said that I was threatening to kill her son and, all of this shit. And I was like, who is that? Like, I don't even know you. I've never had this conversation with you. I've never talked to you. I've never threatened you. I've never threatened your child. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she was going from platform to platform. She went to Sin City. She went to SBS. She went to Ratchet. She was going on her own. Like, she was doing all of these things. And I didn't even know who she was. It was probably a whole year, a year and a half later, if that, maybe a year later. Remember when she came up on my platform and apologized and said that she lied? She was just, her feelings was hurt because I had ignored her. So then after that, I went back and I looked at the picture that she was upset about me not looking at, and I saw what she wanted me to see. I saw the orb playing with her baby. Because that's ultimately what she wanted me to see and validate, that she wasn't tripping. There really was an orb playing with her child. But I did not see that. I was doing other stuff. I was really busy at that time. And so it kind of just went over my head. I vaguely remember opening the text message, and sometimes I'll be like, okay, I don't have the time to respond the way I want right now. I'll come back and I'll respond. Sometimes I forget. At that point, y'all remember I had over 6,000 text messages. People was texting me like we were family and friends, people I didn't fucking know. So, and then the bitches playing on my phone and all of that was happening. And so it was so much that some things just got overlooked. And that's what happened with Tracy. She had booked an appointment and she had been texting me and I didn't see it. I never saw Tracy's ever until I'm holding my phone and the text message pop up, fuck you, bitch, cancel my appointment type shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then the emails started. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is really going on, bro? And I go to it and I say, man, what the fuck are you talking about? And I like, what appointment? So I Googled, went to, my thing, my calendar, and I look. I'm like, your appointment isn't until tomorrow. I haven't missed your appointment. I'm not late. I don't understand what's going on. She was like, no, you can cancel that motherfucking appointment, bitch. I guess if people talk to you crazy, it's the only time you can respond to somebody and fuck you. And I'm like, I never saw her motherfucking messages. Genuinely, never saw it. I just happened to have my phone in my hand and seen her text message. I'm like, but your appointment is tomorrow. If there was something that you wanted to talk to me about, we can talk about it in your appointment. Nah, bitch, you dyke, bitch. Yeah, Mo3 died because of you, bitch. I'm like, what? Yeah, flip flop, you a fake fraud ass bitch. Like, what? I was so bewildered and baffled, bitch. I was like, you at that point now, my heart is racing because, bitch, what? Girl, I was so confused. I really was. I was really confused on why she was talking to me like that. Yeah, you flip-flop, bitch. You don't know if you want dick or pussy, bitch. I said, are you mad because I'm not fucking you? Like, what is happening? Like, why are you even, yeah, because you're Mo3 this and Mo3 that, and bitch, he died because of you. Why the fuck? Because you a fraud. You ain't no real bitch. And I'm like, and again, your appointment is tomorrow. I was so confused, bitch. She started then. I just blocked her. So then she started sending me emails. The emails was just as crazy. And I'm like, girl, what? Now we going back. I can pull up the emails right now. Going back and forth, like, and I've talked about it, I've read the emails too. Like, the way people treat me and talk to me is crazy as fuck. So people who do try to get a date, I be very leery. Remember the guy in Houston? They act like he was interested. Really, he was a hitman coming to kill me. He just didn't know my daughter was with me. Remember that? So it be all of this type shit that's happening. Well, I just be like, you know what? Let me go and get a vibrating toothbrush. Y'all remember the vibrating toothbrush? Those of y'all who've been with me for a very long time remember the vibrating toothbrush. Let me just go get a vibrating toothbrush, bitch, or a rose, a detachable shower head, bitch, because this is the fuck insane. Crazy. It happens a lot. That's really just the tip of the iceberg, but I am not going to bore y'all with all of this. You remember that? Yes, you remember that? Yes. You say, because of you, I upped my vibe game. Because, period, Tiffany, you know, people are very weird. You know, I ain't gonna lie, that would have boosted my ego. That, it was not a boost. It was weird, and it was angering, and it was heartbreaking because why are you acting like that? Why are you showing up to somebody like that? Somebody you don't even know. Why would you ever talk to me like that? And when I found out how old that lady was, I'm like, ma'am, why would you be arguing like that about Mo3? Who even knew you listened to him? Like, what the fuck is really going on? And then bitches just come out of nowhere and want to fight and argue and trying to set you up, and bitch, I'm coming to kill you. And it's like, is everybody cool or no? Cause what? I like, y'all see, I just be minding my motherfucking business, bitch. And they're coming in my comments talking crazy, and it's like, are you cool? Cause who the fuck act like that? You this angry about what shit? That shit. That shit turned into family too. Family started acting and cutting the fuck up, bro, in ways that I had no idea about. And all of that links to the two events, the group and the Walk 'em Down rally, and all of that. It's like from this moment, like, girl, family got crazy. Motherfuckers be delusional as fuck, and you don't never even know what's happening. You really don't. You never even know that. You be thinking y'all cool, and you'll be calling motherfucker like, girl, hey, what's going on? And then you realize they done did some fuck shit, and it's like, what? Girl, let me call you back. And in that moment, you block their ass because who the fuck and why the fuck? You say you feel like life be tearing their ass up and they don't know how to show up. It's got to be something, because my cousin, made plans to go out with me. Never called, never showed up. The next morning, I called just to see why we didn't go out and kick it, and she has lipstick on. Or she called me. Matter of fact, I think she called me. And I'm like, bitch, I thought we was going out yesterday. Girl, I forgot that you was even in town. We all went over here to cuz coming out party. You know, he pledged. The whole family was there. It was so nice. But you didn't want me there because I didn't know you was fucking jealous of me this whole time. You purposefully did it. Bitches do weird shit. And that's how that shit even like let me know that the shit that happened in New York connected to the women who came to the Walk 'em Down rally that wanted to take us to the cabin, that threw her the birthday celebration in New York. We did the event in New York, and that's when everything became everything. When I say everything hit the motherfucking fan from me from New York, shit had already hit the fan because before we can even get to the Gatlinburg, when they got us the cabin for Toddy's birthday, the pathetic one had stole my phone. All of that shit. And see, you got to pay attention to shit because I was going to call the cops and have them meet me to get my phone back. But what happened? My cousin called her and had her meet to come and get the phone. And I kept saying, how the fuck she get her number to even get the phone? Why would you be calling my ex to get my phone? Because how would you get my ex's phone number? See, it be shit like that that we don't pay attention to when shit had been happening the whole time underneath my nose. Because I tuck away certain feelings and things that I pick up on or think about because I'm thinking like, I don't ever want to be that person. Like, I ain't that kind of, I would not think that about my cousin. Like, I would never think that, you know, I don't put nothing past this bitch. But my cousin, like, you better pay attention, honey. Because that shit surely the fuck did happen, honey. And motherfucker want you to know it. Because remember when we started talking back, she was like, I never want to fall out with you again because I'll tell you some shit that'll hurt your motherfucking feelings. That's your apology, or that's how we supposed to mend? Like, what could you hurt my feelings with because you fucked funky pussy? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck nothing about that. Honey, I'm an honest hoe and all my hoes is honest. I don't give a fuck. Because you just showed me how to maneuver through. I do not give a fuck. You are welcome to deal with the shit that I was dealing with. You know? Please. Sourpuss. What's the fuck? Girl, man. Anyway, I won't. She probably needs some of these. You know, motherfucker could. If you want to deal with the bullshit that I was dealing with, go right the fuck on ahead, bitch. I ain't gonna stop you. I don't know when they knew each other, how long they knew each other, because I never knew my cousin hated me. I never knew she was jealous of me. Like, I'm trying to figure out how long had that been going on. Is she the one that sent her in? I don't know. Because when they first met each other through me, it was an instant connection, like they already knew each other. And she was like, every time I see you, I say you look like my cousin Keisha. Well, as far as I know, you only seen her once outside of this time. But it was the very weird to me. So You just never know how bitches be. You never know when somebody hates you. Like if somebody hates you and jealous of you, you ain't gonna know it, and they ain't gonna tell you. My sister kept trying to tell me, like, but I'm like, cuz ain't gonna do that. Cuz ain't like that. Shit. Then when I found out she was like that, two things had happened. The cabin had happened, and that's when all of that, because she wanted Jamila. And I'm like, she talking about something, you get everything. That's the killer. Her and the pathetic one used to say that all the time. You get everything. Everybody love you. I look at and see how they look at you. They do stuff for you, and you don't even want it. The pathetic one would say that same shit. People just love you, and they allow you and let you do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you made me fall in love with you. And what? Girl, what happened? Bitch, that shit. We'll talk about this again another time, y'all. I ain't gonna even hold y'all up. I'm gonna click off and really click off to though this time for real. But y'all remember that shit was crazy. I don't know why people show up like that. But anyway, I say all of that to say, people don't try to talk to me. I don't get a date. I don't get anything. And she used to be like, people always trying to talk to you. They be in your inbox. And I'd be like, who? Who's in my inbox? And how would you know that? How would you know who's in my inbox? Which lead me to believe that she had mirrored my phone long before she stole my phone. Because when she stole my phone, she mirrored my phone in her phone. That's how she kept getting in my phone and doing shit and leaving messages on my shit even after I got my phone back. I don't know if y'all remember that. That she kept changing. You know how on your YouTube, like on my YouTube right now, it says believe what you will. She was putting messages on there and shit saying, I'm crazy, please help me. Like she was doing all kind of shit. She was going in my phone from her phone. Like, motherfuckers be crazy, bro. So anyway, we'll talk about all this shit if y'all want to another time. We've talked about this before. So, but I'm just saying that shit to say I don't get no dates and people don't try to talk to me, So anyway, I love y'all to life. I'm going to actually click the fuck off. Gratitude for just listening. For 2 hours just listening to me ramble and talk. I appreciate you and I love you all to life. Solitude wa, solitude shishi. I will check tomorrow to see if I have any orders, but I'm not home, so I don't. I'll see if I have any orders. I'll try to get them out if I have anything with me. I do know I do not have any Befendia oil with me, so if you've ordered that, please give me a while to get home to be able to send those out because I have all of it at home. I do have, I think, did we sell out of books? I might have one book. And then I do have the Diddy cards. I do have, I think, 2 of the tarot decks left. But that's all I got. That's all I got, Gianna. So anyway, I love you all to life. Gratitude. If you are offended, if I have offended anyone, if anybody that I've talked about tonight is on here and you feel some type of way, please know that it's all love because this is my life and I have the right to talk about my life. I don't mean to put anybody out there. I hope I did not hurt anybody's feelings. If I did, I apologize sincerely. I show gratitude. Salute, wow. Salute, shishi.